let us discuss about the do's and don'ts of Chandratal and what are the precautions that we need to take while traveling to Chandratal and all. So, why don't you start first?
Yeah, I might actually start in terms of do's because of the journey that we had. I would start by saying that we were not really prepared, or we went by a lot of assumptions. Going by assumption number one, that we were told in Manali by a set of policemen that it's not advisable to go to Chandratal Lake because there was snowfall and tourists were not allowed. And it was a contrary that we were allowed, right? But before that, because they told that we cannot go and spend time in or rather camp in Chandratal Lake, we kind of dropped a lot of options, including carrying our tent, carrying our quilt, and a lot of other thermal gears that we really wanted to carry, imagining that we will stay in Chandratal Lake. But ideally, we left a lot of baggages back in the room just to make sure that the vehicle is not fully loaded, or rather, we kind of reduce the weight in the vehicle. So my first advice in terms of do's is before you even plan to go to Chandratal Lake, please ask more than one too many people if it is advisable to go. That could be the police department or the tourism department or people who are coming back from Chandratal Lake. That is number one. Number two is if you ever decide to go, even if you want to go camping or even if you don't want to go camping, carry those additional things that we did not carry. That includes your thermal gears, instant food, 1 or 2 quintals of wood, kerosene or diesel, whatever is your preference, to ensure that you keep yourselves warm. Because as of now, so we're on 29th of October and we were there on 28th of October. It's 5:30 now. Yesterday 5:30 it was about -5 if I'm not wrong, and we were just checking the temperature at today. At this point of time it is -13. So you can imagine how freezing cold it can get. So my do number one is thoroughly do all your research and carry all the basic necessities, including 2 5-liter cans of water, which is a must, right? Now I'll obviously ask Kumar on what do you think is the first don't.
I would say the first don't will be don't listen to anyone who says go to Chandratal and come back on the same day. That is going to be the first don't. If you are going to Chandratal, prepare to camp there. Like Kamal said, carry whatever is required for camping, but don't drive all the way there and come back. If you have a driver, I think the driver will get tired. So first don't will be don't go to Chandratal and come back on the same day. So what will be the next do for you?
So my next do obviously is going to be for all the adventure freaks, so to say, especially people who like to do off-roading. Please do visit Chandratal Lake. It's going to be a life-changing experience for those people who are really passionate about going through this rough journey, do not care about the consequences, like the do-or-die kind of attitude people who are extremely trekking and traveling enthusiasts. I would definitely recommend them to go to Chandratal Lake. It's definitely do number 2 for me.
So to start with the second don't, I would like to say that don't take the nature lightly. The situation over there is going to be extreme. Okay, you don't have any human population anywhere nearby to help you out, and on top of that, Chandratal Lake is situated at 13,940 feet above sea level. So which means not only you, but your car is also going to struggle to get its breath. Okay, breathing is going to be a problem. So if you are okay with breathing, you can definitely visit. If you have breathing problems, please don't visit. And if people who are okay with climbing, still little bit of breathing problems, kindly carry a oxygen cylinder, small oxygen cylinder, which is called Oxy 99. It is available online, or you can go to your nearest medical shop and get the Oxy 99 cylinder, which is actually life saving for many people. So the second don't, as far as I am concerned, is don't take the nature lightly.
My third do will be basis our experience that we kind of experience yesterday, do carry more than one stepney if only possible, because we kind of had an unfortunate situation where it was not the bad road that killed the tire, but there are very steep stones that are projecting from the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
So when you were almost kind of closing the edges of your car towards the wall of the mountain, and especially when there is a vehicle coming in the opposite direction, so these kind of accidents are bound to happen, right? Please ensure you check your stepney if only possible. I know it's not possible to carry more than one stepney in a car, but if only it's possible, carry more than one stepney. The reason why I say that is because we were in a dilemma before coming back to the hotel last night, thinking multiple things, including what happens if one more tire is gonna get punctured, right? So this could be on a funny note, but on a serious note, ensure your stepney is in a very good condition when you're traveling onto a place which is going to be this rough and tough.
I'm going to carry forward the same point as a don't. That is, don't travel if the car is not in a good condition, if your tires are not in a good condition. It is not about the front face of the tire, it is about the side walls of the tire, which gets damaged quickly. If you are giving way to another vehicle and you're traveling, and if you're giving way to another vehicle, okay, and there is a stone that is projected like this, it cuts your sidewall. And the sidewalls are not thick like the not like the road facing part of the tire. The road facing part of the tire is very thick. It doesn't get damaged that easily, but the sidewalls, they get damaged very easily. My tire has run only 9,200 kilometers. Okay, it's a brand new car. It has run only 9,200 kilometers. It's still bursted from the side. So the sidewall is going to be important. So that's a most important don't go if your car is not in a good condition, if your tires are not in a good condition. So that's the next don't.
And my next do will be, please do travel only in groups. And that again goes by the experience that we kind of went through yesterday. So we had a brother who kind of tagged along with us yesterday, not even knowing what Chandrita Lake is going to offer. He was clueless. I mean, he did not do his research properly in terms of the temperature, or in fact, he did not even carry any food when he was traveling. It's quite fortunate that he met us and we became friends, and we kind of helped him by giving the food. I mean, sharing our food and all of that stuff. So do come completely prepared, and if only possible, do travel in group. Right? It is very, very important that, like Kumar mentioned, if anything that goes down south, right, your rescue team is only going to come and meet you. That could be an issue with your vehicle or a personal health issue, etc., etc. You'll only get the first aid or the first level of support from the outside world after a day, considering the roads that you are traveling. So please do travel in groups. It is highly, highly recommended.
And to continue with that, with the don't fill your car with people. Like if you have a 4-seater car, take a maximum of 3 people. 2 is the best, but take 3 people. Only 3 is advisable. The rest of the space use for your camping equipments and all. Don't fill it with people, and the roads are bad. Because of that, your vehicle, underbody of the vehicle will always get hit. So go lightly packed with less number, with maximum 2 or 3 people, but don't travel alone. If you have 4 members, try to go in 2 cars. That will be advisable. But the next, the don't, from my point of view, is don't overstuff your car with the people. And basic reason behind that is the roads.
My last two will be in terms of once again camping there. So you might find varieties of camping equipments available in multiple places. That includes Decathlon or any other adventure gear shops, for example, like Wildcraft. So those could be like really expensive, I do agree, but do not compromise picking up ordinary or a middle average camping equipment that includes your sleeping bag as well and the quilt that you're carrying, right? If at all you compromise, believe me when I say this, the side effects are going to be drastic. The simple reason is because the moment when the temperature goes in minus, right, your lungs will start filling in water, right? We kind of breathe air, but in that temperature, the air that we breathe gets converted into water, and when that gets deposited into your lungs, you'll have severe breathing issues, which can possibly result in a heart attack as well. So do not take a risk at the cost of your life. by compromising on that camping or the basic quality standard equipments that you want to carry to a place not only like Chandratal but any place where you think the temperature is going to be loitering between minus to 0 degrees. It's highly advisable that we kind of put in that extra buck from our pocket and carry the most durable and advisable adventure gears. With that, I'll close my do's. I'm sure he'll have a couple of more don'ts if I'm not mistaken. And with that, we'll close this this debate or this kind of brainstorming session that we were kind of discussing right from afternoon, which we want to put forth to all our viewers so that you guys do not suffer the way that we did. So over to you.
Yeah. The next don't is going to be, if you don't have patience to drive the car at 8 km per hour for 17 hours, kindly do not go to Chandratal. Okay. The first roads from from Koksar till Chatru, you can carry a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Those are the best roads that you are going to find, and in fact they are bad roads. Next set of roads that you're going to find are going to be worse roads than this, where you will be able to carry only 10 km per hour speed.
So that is Chatru to Patal.
Not exactly Chatru, but in between we always have also have the patches.
Okay.
We always have these kind of patches, right? Where you have some patches which are decently okay, where you can carry a speed
really
of 10 kilometer speed.
Yep.
And then you only have the the other set of roads is where it is like a pebble, right? It's like a river bed filled with pebble stones. So those pebble stones, you just cannot drive the car. The car has to kind of walk on top of those. So that case, you have to be real. You have to have patience. The biggest mistake that happened for me yesterday personally was, I saw Chandratal camping site right in front of my eyes. That is when, I ran out of my patience. I became so excited. I pushed my car to the limit and just spoiled the tire. I could have reached that place in 5 minutes. I wanted to reach there in 3 minutes. This 2 minutes which I wanted to save actually ruined so much of time for us.
It's quite obvious that human tendencies like that. The moment when you see something that exciting, you kind of your energy levels goes into a different level altogether. But yeah, this was totally uncalled for. But yes, rightly said. Yeah, and have a lot of patience.
And what happened while coming back is like the car ran literally in half clutch in first gear. Literally in half clutch in first gear, and it was like slowly walking on all those rocks. I had only one thing in mind, that I don't have a stepney, I don't have anybody else to help me out for the next day, and we don't have anything to survive this night here. So we all three have to come back safely because we have our families back home, and if they see, or if we get into some kind of a trouble, we'll not see another vacation together, right?
Absolutely.
So that is the most important thing. Surviving is the most important thing. Have patience, always have patience. If you do not have patience, kindly do not go to Chandratal. And highly recommended would be 4-wheel drive. If you don't have a 4-wheel drive, take an SUV which has a good ground clearance. Please don't take small cars and come, because it is going to affect you. And unless you have a driver or you have a local person who can help you out, there is no internet coverage. Absolutely. There is no mobile network coverage, and the nearest help that is going to come to you is about 50 kilometers away. I think about 50 kilometers away, and that 50 hours. Kilometers is going to take 8 hours. It is not like a highway, right?
Absolutely.
So that is the biggest don't. If you don't have patience, kindly do not go to Chandratal. I would like to add one more point is that if somebody says that you can go to Chandratal and come back, don't listen to them. On the same day, you just cannot go and come back. Even if you start at 6 o'clock from Manali, you're going to reach there only by 1:30. You drive non-stop, you're going to reach there by 1:30. And the scenery is amazing. Frankly, the scenery on the roads is amazing. So we will be stopping in multiple places to take photos and videos, and it is going to take so much of time. And there are some climbs on the way which will test your car. Everybody in the car will have to get down, make the car, and sometimes you might have to get a push, and the car literally struggles to climb that. Sometimes if you don't take that climb properly, your vehicle gets damaged. So many things are there. Most important thing, always be safe on such roads. Safety is the most important thing, and give priority for safety. Carry at least 2 days of food with you,
water.
And
clothes.
water at least carry 2-3 cans, 5-liter cans of water, and if not, you can at least walk for about 25 to 30 minutes and get some water at least from the stream. But still carry some water, carry some firewood which can keep you warm in the night, and most important, wear good dresses which can withstand the temperature, and always go during the season time. We visited during the end of season time. This is actually not advisable, but we are coming all the way from Kerala and Tamil Nadu, right? So our target was to reach Chandratal. If we cannot come to Chandratal now, we'll have to wait till the month of June, July for the next season to come here. So this was the only chance for us. So we took the chance. We took a risk. We were warned by our
Police department.
And one more thing I'd like to say here is that the police people whom we have met in Himachal were all nice people.
Absolutely.
They speak very politely.
Very conservative.
They are very conservative. They always think about our health. They always think about our safety. So they are very good people. Please listen to them. And if you have any travel agent or anybody in Himachal, listen to them also. If they say it is not advisable to go there or camp there, please do not do it. We did, what happened is, like, we were prepared for a camp, but we listened to the person that we literally listened to a travel advisor who said that you can go and come back, please don't camp. So his advice was don't camp, try to go and come back. And we tried to do the second thing. We delayed our start and we had to take a detour till Sisu. It took another hour. So basically we were 2 hours delayed already. By the time we reached, we wanted to push, the tire burst. Again we got into trouble. And it was so windy that our gas cylinder which we carried, our gas stove was, it was very difficult to switch it on. And we even kept some kind of protection on all sides. Still, the flame did not have that much of power to.
It took at least about 5 minutes for the water
to boil. It took at least 10-15 minutes to get the water into a boiling point. So that is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
So carry all these things with you. These are life-saving things, and most important thing, carry Oxy 99, the oxygen cylinder, with you. And we met a person over there who came in a bike. Who came in a bike. They were about five of them, I believe,
from Punjab.
From Punjab. I believe they were family members who came in a bike. He was suffering from AMS, acute mountain sickness. Even I suffered AMS when I changed the tire wheel. Because even to talk at such an altitude, it takes lots of energy from your body. So imagine changing a tire wheel. If we change a spare wheel, that takes lots of energy from your body. We did not eat, we did not have food, we did not have water, dehydration. And I had AMS, but it was light. But the other person had severe AMS. He had a pain in his chest, and
share our oxygen.
We actually shared our oxygen with him for some time. We made him lie down on the floor, gave him some boiling water. We gave some water for their instant noodles, and we made sure, because they couldn't return back. They were in a similar situation. They were underprepared. Their tents wouldn't withstand. They didn't have any firewoods and all.
And two-wheelers.
Yeah, and they were in bullets. They were in bikes. So they just cannot. They can't come back like us. We at least had a car. If we are unable to go anywhere, we can at least park a car in one of the sides of the side of the road and switch on the car heater and sit in the car till the next day morning. But their case was different. So they were totally stuck there. And I have heard so many other stories, like these kind of people who get stuck. So those things are something which we have to keep always in mind. Safety is the priority. I must have seen about 100 odd videos of Chandratal, people going to Chandratal, visiting and posting videos on YouTube. I really loved it. That was the reason why all three of us prepared or planned for this Chandratal trip and came all the way here. But these kind of details were not there. They said the road was bad. There are no roads. There is no road. Simple. It is a riverbed which we have to travel through, with full of pebbles. So this kind of information is required for people to travel, and I saw that so many of them had not mentioned these kind of things. And about the altitude, AMS and all those things, the people have to take it more seriously. And I believe that we might be able to contribute our bit as far as the safety of you people are concerned, because we'll be posting pictures and videos of Chandratal. Having looked at that, some people might want to go, right? But our intention with this video is be prepared for for the worst. Always be prepared for the worst when it comes to Chandratal, because there is no vegetation. It is not like going to Spiti Valley through the Kinnaur road, because there every 20 to 30 kilometers you find vegetation, you find people over there. You can at least stay safe somewhere. You have people to help you out. Here you don't have even a network to call for help, so even SOS doesn't work. So be prepared for everything. People who look at us, or people who watch this video, who want to go to Chandratal Lake, please visit Chandratal Lake. It is one of the best views you're ever going to find in your life. Okay, and it is worth all these sufferings. That also I am going to tell you. But don't suffer like us. Always be prepared for the worst. Carry whatever stuffs you want. You please carry everything. Go in a good condition car. With this, I think we can wrap up this video.
Ready to go and start our campfire. So thank you so much for listening to us. I hope you guys like
and
this.
if you like this video, kindly consider subscribing to our channel, and it gives us an encouragement. Our channel is not for monetary purpose. Our channel is for finding lots of brothers who wish to travel, and we don't travel that frequently. We travel maximum once in a year. And if there are fellow brothers who want to travel along with us, who have a good car, who have the passion to drive for long distance without much breaks, can definitely join us, because we wanted, this is what we wanted. We wanted to expand this into a kind of a big group, which kind of
more like an adventure club.
More like a club.
Get people along from different backgrounds, different styles, culture. Get everybody together, travel as a group, get to know each other, share our culture, share our food, share our talents, get entertained, go get adventurous and stuff like that. So this channel was not really made to make money like most of the YouTube channels. We are passionate about adventure and traveling, and we'll stick to that. And the more people we kind of find who's got the same bandwidth or the frequency like we have, are more than welcome to join us. We're gonna wind up for the day and getting into the campfire mode. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys on the next video.
Thank you. Bye. Good day.
Bye. Good day.